Out here along West Sumatra, we're in a region where you really do have to be self-sufficient. This time, it was our mainsail that gave up mid-passage, keeping us on our toes and improvising repairs as we went. Add in some snap trampoline lines, a generator with attitude, and Dad's reef cuts that looked ready for their own episode. And you've got yourself another classic week of keeping this boat and us going. But patch it all up, drop the anchor off a stretch of empty white sand, and suddenly it's just us, a coconut, and a promise of fresh fish for dinner. No mechanic in sight, but dinner's sorted.
We are a family of 6 who call the ocean our home. We feel incredibly blessed to do this life together, and we've now sailed halfway around the world, crossing oceans, exploring cultures, finding waves, all while raising a family and leaning into the highs and lows of life at sea. The adventure is far from over as we continue our mission to circumnavigate this globe. So, jump on board, have a laugh, and let's see where this journey takes us.
So we just set off on our overnighter and we got this. Sun's coming up behind us as we're just slowly sailing along.
How cool is it how it's like just like a bowl?
Yeah.
We've had an awesome start. We're away. We've decided that the Java wind shadow doesn't exist.
Yeah. Forecasting says that there's a wind shadow off Java, but
We've got
there's
the
not.
winds.
But there's not. Well, there doesn't seem to be. At least not today.
Well, we can see Java and we have wind. So I think that it doesn't count. But
We're doing really well.
yeah, great start.
Main halyard just snapped. Got like the first reef in the main.
Oh, far out. Okay. What's the main sheet? Oh, actually, no, I tightened it a little bit. The main sheet, but the prevent is still on.
The top of the sail.
No.
For the sail.
The halyard at the top of the sail went.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, the threading came undone and the sails is gone.
Oh, stand up here then?
It won't come down. There's no weight on it. We're gonna have to go up there and grab it.
Look, it dropped pretty well.
It could have been much worse.
So yeah, we're wing on wing, and you can see up the top. I knew it was wearing, but
That's not.
I didn't think it was that bad. It was on our to-do list, but we thought it was all right. But it's clearly not. Oh, man. We're gonna have to run Genoa the whole way.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've got a following sea, following breeze. We weren't pushing at all.
Had no reason to go now.
What, first reef in, like 18 to 20 knots?
It
Gone.
is.
It's ripped out.
The whole.
So there was
is gone.
these straps.
Oh my goodness, all the straps have gone.
All of them. There was 3 of them. And you can see they're stitched right in here. Right in here.
Right through.
Wow.
Oh, so
we have
sorry,
tried, we
mainsail.
have attempted to repair
We have attempted to repair it when we were in Vanuatu.
kept breaking everything.
We
so-
broke all of our gears.
Yeah, well, our needles just didn't go through.
I'm so glad it's happened in the middle of the day.
Yeah,
Like, it's the middle of the day, it's not the middle of the night.
it's all good.
We're not stressing the boat. Still got our head sail working well. And it dropped. It didn't drop into the ocean, it just dropped straight down. So,
Good.
out of bad things that could happen, catastrophes, it's okay. We've come out all right.
Other than
Other than the fact that we
with
can't
the
use our
mainsail.
over the next 24 hours.
You can't fix that out here.
Yeah, it's a bit wobbly to get up there. It was life or death, you could, but it's not.
Alright, we were doing 9s with the main up, but we're still doing okay. Doing 6s.
5.5 to 7.
We've gathered, haven't we?
Yeah. It's much comfier with the main down.
It's actually quite comfortable. We were going probably too fast, but we were enjoying it.
No, we were going fine. It was fine.
The boat was comfortable, it was fine.
Like not pushing. Like we have 17 knots.
Yeah,
Truce.
and now we're just cruising.
We realized that there's actually a standstill ring in the top of the sail, and that got ripped out because I think the webbing it holds
The webbing that
ring
holds
in.
that ring in is
And
what
so when it snapped,
gave
it's
out.
it's like in the sail, the whole ring is like come out. So
Yeah.
we can't.
So we need to
repair
get that ring down
it. Yeah,
so that we can
it's still
actually
attached to the car that holds the main.
reattach. Another day, another boat project. These things happen.
Alright, we're down here doctoring reef cuts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got more than I'd like to admit. Are you going to go in there?
Yeah. And I have none.
Thank you.
One,
Well,
two,
this one's
three,
gross.
four.
That one's winning. Oh, look at that one. So Chom's got a couple as well, and we're just trying to look after them. So we've got the colloidal silver out. We've got some what we call tattoo cream, which is some stuff from French Polynesia, and then we've got the big guns, which we try not to use too much, which is like a Batraban. We are not very good at staying out of the water once they happen.
Not at all.
For them to heal as quickly as possible, you kind of need to stay out. But we don't. So we look after them very well, make sure they're clean every night, lots of fresh water. But they do take a long time to heal. I won't show you them anymore. But yeah, having a little session here. Aren't we, lads?
Yeah.
How would you describe single night passages?
Not as good as longer ones. We need like either a day one or a longer one, otherwise it kind of feels weird.
It takes a day to get into the groove, I think. You're like all a bit wonky on the first day.
Yeah, and then like if it's like a one night passage, then you still haven't gotten into the groove. So.
What do you reckon the positive is?
Positive is that we can just get places that wee bit further away. We can just go, oh, we'll just be there tomorrow. It's fine.
It's been one of those days where it's been overcast, our mainsail isn't working. Anyway, tomorrow's a new day, we'll fix that. But yeah, just a bit wonky. We all had a bit of work to do, a bit of school to do. And so we did that, and then we all got a bit sleepy, watched a movie, and just a bit, that's not unusual. So, but the truth is we've been moving along in the right direction at 6 and a bit knots with just our Genoa. Not a whole lot of breeze, but enough. Like happy, not complaining at all. We would have been maybe close to 20 miles further ahead if we still had our main, but that's okay. It's interesting, eh? Like I've heard of other people that have ripped their clue or the head of their sail, and I was like, oh, gee, you'd have to be sailing pretty hard for that to happen, I thought. Truth is, we had about 10 to 12 knots of apparent breeze over the boat at the time when our head snapped. But in reflection, you've just got to pay attention to those small things. You can't just kind of go, she'll be right, because at some point she won't be. I don't know, 1,000 odd nautical miles to go to Thailand where we plan to give her a birthday. We didn't quite make it, so I think the plan is to pre-drill holes and then follow with needle and thread, such as the quality and the thickness and strength of the mainsail. So we love it. It's a Zoom Hydronet sail, and the sail itself has not failed at all. It is simply the webbing that holds the head on, which is interesting because the sail itself is a Dyneema Dacron blend. Yeah, we need Dyneema webbing and then flip, it'd be solid as. So it's interesting that the weakest point is what failed. Here we are. What sun there is setting. We're moving our bodies a wee bit. What are they doing? Good evening. Welcome aboard the Good Vessel Happy Days. Hey, stoked to report that we have had more wind than forecast. So we've currently got about 22 knots true directly behind us. So it's been beautiful sailing conditions. Seas are slight, 1.5 metres. Yeah, sure, the period is short, but it's super comfortable. Nice breeze over the vessel too, because it's still pretty warm. A bit of high level lightning, but I haven't seen any forks. So, and there's one of those nights where it's just pitch black. There's no moon, there's no stars. It's you're just going into the abyss. It's going to be difficult to see, but we're just doing a shift handover, and we've got a lightning, not even a squall, it's not coming up on the radar.
There's no rain, it's like dry lightning.
But we've just seen now 3 strikes hit the water off our starboard bow, so Bells is keeping a very keen eye out. We'll move and change course. We have already a wee bit, but there's plenty more we can change course if need be. Stay away from the lightning. The sun's not far on. I don't know, does the sun coming up make the lightning go away? Wee bit. I think it helps it. Is it just because you can't see it and therefore ignorance is bliss, or does it actually dissipate a wee bit?
Oh, I think it's good.
No, stay away from that stuff. Wake me if we need to jog.
Yeah.
That's a bit yuck in front.
Yeah, no, it's nasty.
We've just switched the engine on because the wind is dying out and we want to weave through this storm or this
Yeah,
front.
I think it sucked all the wind away.
Yeah.
A front rolled in and changed the wind direction 180 degrees, leaving us with 20 knots straight on the nose. So instead of an easy ride, we got choppy seas, flappy sails, and a slow wonky bash, which brought with it a new challenge.
What do you do here, ladies and gentlemen? It's like too rough to go quick. We're doing 2 to 3 knots, just sort of holding while this thing passes. No, the wind just comes straight on the nose in the direction in which we're going. I believe this will pass and probably the wind will go completely. The forecast suggested there was a bit of a hole here. Not a 180 shift.
Can't see much through here, but the line on our tramp
The front of it.
at the front has blown out.
Yeah.
The whole line's been ripped away.
It's hamster, alright, so.
The dinghy's become a bit loose. Just tightening it. It's just so messy. So messy. These two are just trying to keep comfortable. And Ted's down in his room. You can see the tramp now where it's lost the line. The whole front of it's flapping. The conditions have changed a fair bit. It's pretty chill out here now. Captain's finally resting. These guys are all having a read. Should be there soon. These two contemplating how they're going to go about fixing the tram.
All right, got it just before we come into this beautiful anchorage. Guys, test it. Oh, back of the game. All right, I'm gonna jump on the helm and bring us in.
We dropped the anchor at a tiny island, just a quick stop to break up the sail from Java to the islands further north. There's not much here except some reef, soft sand, and a whole lot of quiet, which suited us just fine.
Okay, we are in anchorage. It's flat. We're going up the mast to get the mainsail hid and bring it back down so we can start reattaching it to, well, we can fix the sail, the mainsail. So, mate, we're a wee bit knackered, but that's okay. We're going to get into it. We need to get it done. Have to have a mainsail. Well, you don't have to, but it's in your best interest as a sailboat. So here we go. Chong is volunteering to go up the mast. We're actually going to put a downhaul on him. He's not super heavy, and we want to make sure we can get him back down. This is going to be a bit of fun. Go, Chip, go. Okay.
Come on, Chip. Feel the power.
Alliston. So, a wee bit of a fail. We're going to go up on the topping lift. We should have gone up on the topping lift initially. It turns out that the downhaul was a good idea. He's not coming down easy on this. He's a strong man, but he's not heavy.
Can you just be heavier for a second?
Huge effort, bro. Huge effort.
That would have been an adventure at sea.
Yeah, that would have been terrible at sea.
Yeah.
All right, here is the remnants of our mainsail. Let's get that off and get busy. All right, whack that back on there for me. Oh, we're good to go.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to use the sewing scissors for anything but sewing.
It's not like a strength thing.
Oh, but it's technique. Ready?
Yeah, you definitely have technique.
Totally working.
So put it over the thing. Okay, now the blades are not meeting properly, so you've got to kind of push the two blades together and then crunch down. So crunch down now.
That's good.
See how they're working now?
Well, I think it's going to work.
Yeah,
I think it'll get us where we need to get to, and that's what we're trying to
Pretty
achieve.
solid, like.
the drill's working really well.
It is. 2mm drill piece, and then we follow with the speedy stitcher. Bells lines up the webbing on the other side.
Angle to the.
Stoked. So, what are the takeaways? Probably have some webbing on board and definitely a speedy stitcher. It's just stoked that like there is nothing, there's no stores, there's nothing. So to be able to fix it and keep us going, that's a huge win.
Good morning, Pebble. Still waking up. Last night we had bugs attracted to the light and we put our screen up. And now this morning, there's just bugs everywhere. I'm whispering because everyone else is still sleeping.
Oh, he's up and riding, ladies and gentlemen. Day 2 of mainsail repair. We are getting on it, and the sun's come out today. It's beautiful. Have a look at that behind me. Amazing. And we are starting to hit our strides a wee bit more, but thanks to the speedy stitcher.
Yeah. It's looking like actually gonna work now. So.
It's looking alright, eh?
Yeah. The Jenny just decided it didn't want to work. Didn't want to start. Wouldn't give us anything. Halfway through our main stitching job. So.
Yeah, we were going to turn it on and make water because it'd be good to get some water made while we're here before we push off again tomorrow. But first we have to get it started.
Just change the start relay. Let's hope and believe that it goes.
That was it! Woo!
Water!
Now we can make water! Yay!
Get it done. We've actually hit a wee bit of a roadblock, but we'll figure it out.
Not distracted at all, guys.
I should be your finger full today. And my extra shoes, yeah? Yeah? It's proper.
Oh, you dags.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We are all but done. You reckon it'll get it done?
I think it will.
Come on, it'll
I'm
get it
quite happy
done.
with it. I'm really happy with it.
It's not a bad jury rig.
I think it's pretty
Look
good.
where we are.
I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere.
That's pretty good. We're gonna get the main up, make sure that our job works. All right, let's go. Oh no, don't. I'm gonna open the boom bag proper. Oh, such a rookie mistake. Oh, look at that. Real test will be when there's a bit of pressure on, right? But now, let's see what she looks like. Here she is. So, this is a Zoom Sails mainsail. It's a Hydronet. We absolutely love it. We were blessed that it was on the vessel when we purchased it, and mate, tough cruising sail, just amazing. We put it through its paces and it takes it. That is the first. That repair of the head is the first bit of attention she's needed in 3 years. So some of the Atlantic, crossing the Pacific, and we're now in the Indian. So that's a good run. Yeah, love it. So props to Phil and Jamie. They're running a good operation there. Get on board. Not sponsored, just thumbs up to good gear. Well done, gentlemen.
Hi, Dan, we fixed it! We fixed it!
We better go and have a look at the actual. What's it look like? Is it still stitched up?
Yep.
Oh, beauty!
A short dinghy ride away was a bigger island with a few signs of life, and where there's people, there's food. So we went to see what we could find.
We planning to head further north. We're just ducking in here. See if we can find some fresh stuff before we push off. Like some eggs and some fruit and vegetables. But check out the dock. She's a beauty. That one's not so good, eh? Alright, let's go and see what we can find. How's your ingenuity with like sticks and...
It's the best. Yeah,
amazing.
It's really good.
It's interesting, hey, it's like we're going backwards through Indo. Like we're seeing boats that we saw when we first hit the eastern part. And then we went to the first middle bit of Lombok Valley, and now we're
out the other side.
The other side and seeing like the more rudimentary lifestyle and back to basics.
Oh, is that eggs? Hey, we're into it. It's fascinating. Their homes are largely made out of wood. It's amazing. It reminds me of a country in West End. We found the jackpot because we got tomatoes.
Yeah.
With the mainsail patched up, the generator behaving, tanks full of water, and a handful of fresh food on board, it was time to point the bows north and tackle the next 200 nautical mile overnight hop.
How's it, Captain?
Good.
What are we learning?
These are very nice conditions.
It is nice. We are slipping along with just the Jannar out, downwind, taking it easy. Oh, you guys are doing extremely well. Thanks for keeping your eyes out. Playing the game, and whoever moves their feet first is out. Alright, you heard it here first. Oh. Ah! Pip! Hey, Pip!
Oh, the head's nailing.
Oh, there he is. And there was two left. Oh, Pip! Yes! Winner! Alright, welcome to night shift. First of all, the breeze has hung around for longer than initially forecast, so that's good. Ted and I at the end of his shift, Ted does 12 to 2, snuck up the mainsail. We've been running Janire only, but the wind's just coming off slightly. Stars are out, beautiful evening, albeit just some lightning around that we're keeping a close eye on. And it's largely you can see stars, which is amazing, but there's this odd cloud or cell or whatever you'd like to call it that you can see the lightning hitting the water. So you're like, okay, don't sail there. So we're running wing on wing, which means our sort of manoeuvrability is a bit average. So as long as it stays where it is, we'll go far out. I'll see if I can get it on camera. Things are real when you're diving into the grab bag.
I've got to check what antibiotics we have. It's a grab bag, but it's also a first aid kit, so if you're getting off the boat, you may as well take all your medical supplies too. Bacterial infections.
For what it's worth, we try and treat these things naturally as possible. I've been on colloidal silver and yada 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 for a while.
Well, we've got plenty of stuff on board if you need it.
No, let's hope we don't. Unfortunately, my reef cuts are not playing nicely. My left foot's swollen up compared to my right. So, we got the big gun on it, Dr. Mum. Staying out of the water in these types of places is very difficult.
Very, very difficult.
Both actually mentally, as far as doing fun stuff, but also practically, like getting in and out of the tender when they're on your feet. So, been here before. It hasn't swollen like this. So, we'll figure it out. Healing in Jesus' name, ultimately. And the thought of going to a local hospital, no thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. So we'll figure it out. Alright, here we are, we're coming in. It's all eyes out, bells is on. Satellite imagery, Ted's on depth.
Yep.
Chong's up the mast, everyone's in their positions. We ended up wiggling in.
Yeah, we sure did.
And Shona is the sun. We've just got these bombies all around us that we're trying to find a nice posse between. So got bells in the water. Yeah, she's over there. Just sus and bombies. Confirming depth and the like. Yeah, we're good. Well done, team. Raincoats and all. I've spoken up from a kip, but this is why we put in the effort to anchor well.
22, 23, 25, yeah.
We've the predominant breeze here is from the southeast, which is that direction. Have a look at this thing. Look at that. So we are gearing the boat slimline, which means mast in the middle.
In the middle.
Sorry, boom in the middle. Mast should be in the middle. We're just dropping our sides. I'll unplug our AIS because we had an indirect lightning strike, which you guys know about. So thank you, Lord, for no lightning, ultimately.
These little storm cells seem to pop up out of nowhere. Warm sea temperatures and humid air in this part of West Sumatra are the perfect recipe for surprise squalls. So we learn to expect the unexpected and keep our anchoring game strong.
How did Ted get away without scrubbing? I know that's what you're thinking. It's because the little two wanted to go and have a rain dance. I said, we'll go and have a rain dance. Just take a scrubbing brush. When we first came in here, we were looking at anchoring out near the small island. And it was a pretty immediate drop-off. It went from like 2 or 1.9 metres to 25 metres like that. And we were looking at anchoring around there. And Bells jumped in the water, had to poke around when actually there's some current ripping through here. And we're like, biggest drop-off, not a lot of swing room, too much chain, current. We're pretty committed to drop it there, but we're like, nah, let's push in and see if we can wiggle in. And so happy we did. We're in 3 metres of water, good sand holding, and we have a wee bit of protection from the reef. The fetch out where we were originally looking and the wind against tide would be ugly. Stoked. Anchor properly, team. That's the takeaway.
think it's to signal where there's water on shore. So we'll go and explore and see if there is a water source there. It's pretty cool. So hopefully they don't mind if we light a fire and look for coconuts on their beach.
Coconut and woods. Ooh, gross.
You got it open. You got a bit of cleaning up to do.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well
Coconut
done. Well done.
Yum.
This is a pretty spectacular spot. Definitely one of those sort of white sandy remote beaches, atoll island setups. Just doesn't feel like that long ago after commuting to and from the office 5 days a week that I'd have escapism watching other people be on said sandy atoll. Bit of a pinch yourself type moment where those small steps that we started to make years ago as a family, and now this has become quote unquote the normal. Do we take it for granted? Not a chance. Do we feel ridiculously blessed? Absolutely. Is this for everybody? Absolutely not. I'm sweating badly, it's hot, it's slightly uncomfortable, there's funny noises in the bush, and we love it. So for those of you who are perhaps doing the commute at the moment, and I'm thinking how, and good on you, and what about me, and be encouraged as I go towards whatever this random noise is. Be encouraged. Honestly, we're not that clever. If we can do it, you guys can do it for sure. So be empowered, be encouraged, get after it, just start making those steps, one foot after the other. What we realise is that nobody ever rings a bell and says, now's the time to go. You've just got to go. You've just got to start. So get after it, team.
I've probably got mask marks. I've just gotten out, been diving for a couple hours, and the other guys are still over there trying to get one last shot, but we've got plenty for dinner. Excited about that. This is pretty special. So calm, and it's been a beautiful spot to dive. Happy Days is back over that way. Yeah, looking forward to a fish feast.
So, storms dodged, sails patched, trampoline fixed for now, and we'll have to see what else West Sumatra has in store for us. If you liked hanging out with us, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit subscribe. It helps us fix the stuff we break. From our floating home to wherever you are, thanks for sailing with us.